Alright, so we are back with Dragon Age Inquisition. So, last episode, we picked up majority of the side characters throughout the game. We'll be coming across a few more, um, maybe not necessarily in this episode, but relatively soon. Oh, I thought you could walk further than that. But let's make our way over and see and get at least the next character that we can pick up at this moment once we're done getting rid of these guys.
I do not believe these
There
are
we
simply
are.
bandits. Their armor and training suggest something deeper.
And a level up for is that for everyone or just me? Looks like that's just for me, I believe. Playing this along the way. And here's going to be our fourth member.
Line there and there, no gaps. Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall? Warden Blackwall?
You're not... How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts, here they come!
Alright, this will be simple enough.
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of Wardens has anything to do with the murder of the Divine.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
So where are the rest of you?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
Well, thank you, Warden Blackwall. But now where does this leave us?
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a Warden. Maybe you need me.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This Warden walks with the Inquisition.
Alright, so set up my 2 warriors and archer. Alright, so we'll skip past that. That took a little bit too long than I want to set up. Yep, so now that we got Blackwall, we have all of the main side characters that we can get at this moment. There is 2. If I'm counting correctly, there's 2 more. One, the 2 of them are basically story related. Depending on which, depending on if you choose the mages or the Templars to group up with. In fact, if I believe one is automatically or can automatically become a party member if you choose the mages, while the second one can be selectable. I believe no matter which choice, but it's just easier basically if it's under the same choice. But which I will say though we will be choosing the mages just for I don't know, just for simplicity's sake. They're easier to the mage to set up to join the mages is easier to do, and honestly it's the it's just honestly the easier one to set up and do. So at the moment here, I think we may be running around a little bit to do some more side missions, possibly. There is a few things in the direction that we're going that we can pick up and do. So we have this landmark as well as This is one of the secret things for this mission. In fact, I think okay, it must not be this way. It must be it must be counterclockwise. But let me just double check. Yeah, yeah, look, yeah. In fact, I think it is counterclockwise. So run around it 3 times. There we are. And again, this is what I like about having, if I do a mage playthrough, this is what I do like to do. Have 2 warriors out front, taking on all the aggro. Me and my archer sitting in the back, and just kind of chilling. And of course, it would go the same way if I were the archer. If I was playing as the rogue archer, I would basically set it up the exact same way. Whoa! All right, an entire spot just up and disappeared. That's interesting. I don't know if I've actually quite seen that obvious of a mess up
Prepare yourself.
before.
The ahead is fortified.
All right, let's see. Wow, Sandra just got melted. I'm surprised of why she didn't decide to use a why Blackwall 2. Why are they not using healing items? They're supposed to be using healing items when they reach 20% HP. So I genuinely don't understand why they're not using that. See, Sarah used it no problem. I'm very confused. Well, before I end off this combat, I really want to revive them. Yeah, see, I had 7 healing items, so I don't know why it was such a big deal of why they weren't healing. Okay, now is perfect time. Pick them back up before this combat encounter is done with. Yeah, very strange. Has a little bit of HP. Cassandra's not using the healing item.
sounds like for Warden. It's a straightforward sort of place.
I may have to actually change that for everyone then. Yeah. Instead of it being 20% HP, I maybe may have to just go back to default and make it 30. Because they don't seem to be using it properly, which is unfortunate. So let's just see what we got. Nothing really much there. Spell resistance. Couple things for a rogue and a warrior, but I don't plan on ever using grapple chain. I'll put those on for right now. Even though again, I'm never gonna actually have Sarah use the dual blades. So I think I personally think she's a little too fragile when it comes to using melee weapons, and she's much more preferable as an archer. Okay, so okay, I know what fortress is over there. So we won't actually do this entire area, but I do want to gather up at the. I do want to get at the very minimum. I want to get the fast travel camp, so we can come back here at a later date. Alright, so we're almost there. Yep, just on the left. See if we can not bother with fighting and just get what I came here for.
This would be a good place to set up camp. Nothing to report, sir. Bet there's more where that came from.
Okay, cool. On much harder difficulties, those lurkers can almost one hit shot you warrior teammates, and because they can turn invisible and sometimes not really do much else. They can be very, very annoying. So I'm gonna skip through this part here. Yeah, it's trying to just spend a lot, a lot of time there, not really accomplishing too much. So let's get the, I think probably the only other main thing we came here for, which is, I think there's a one of those strariums around here. In fact, I think it's right on the mountain to our right, I believe. For some reason, Sarah is standing way off behind us for no reason. Yeah, so there is something up here. And I don't know. That's not the way up. Yeah, no, I have to go all the way back around. See if we avoid those guys. Don't need to fight them. And one thing I keep forgetting to use, honestly, is the horse. Because the early going in this game, I do find myself just running around from point to point, and then pretty much after you get majority of the fast travel points, honestly, the horse becomes useless to me. But even in the early part, I tend to forget about it. So another simple design, pretty straightforward. All right. So, I think what I probably should end up doing is not could go more to the right because I could get that one. So let's actually just do that. Let's just open up the main uh the special cave after you do all three of those astariums. I, I I honestly forget what they're called. But uh, once we do those three puzzles, then it opens up a special cave, and then just go to the cave, and and it usually has uh, a decent item in there. Um, Not always, but it usually has something decent for a certain character type.
Something worth chasing?
And nope, ain't it that way. All right, so it's basically straight ahead. Yeah, I think once we do this, we'll either go to the actual cave that this opens up and then pick up the items that are in there, um, or we'll just kind of go, look, we can do the main story, and we should actually start focusing a little bit more than that. Um, I will admit, I do tend to lollygag and just run around uh, aimlessly in some games, and this is kind of one of them because because once I know that there's like 15 or whatever different things that I can do in that area, I tend to really fixate on that and like to go and collect everything from point to point. Um, but I know this being a playthrough, I have to kind of tell myself, no, stop that. You can't really do the same thing that you want to do if you were just playing this by yourself. It's not really gonna yeah, it's not really going to work out that same way. So yeah, that's kind of one thing I do tend to have an issue with. All right, so go back into town, and I do know there's a few other quick missions we can pick up from here.
Going to be a long, hungry night.
These people need food.
There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you. Welcome back.
Okay, and then this one here is another.
Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die. It's good to have commerce restored.
Alright, so I think we have to kind of head in this general direction anyways. So I think we'll pick up whatever else is on the way.
Up ahead. Or something anyway. They're blocking the road.
What can you tell me about the attackers on...
It's too many for us. If you head out there, careful you don't get flanked. They don't take prisoners.
Down you go! You should learn to watch your back.
Well, you need to. Your ass. No, your mum's ass.
Great.
Okay, so
I'm glad we understand each other.
Ba-ba-ba. Yes, we got two things over on that side. We have to go through a few. We have to go through a few rifts, anyways, to get to where we need to go. But shouldn't be too bad. That was actually perfect timing for that as well. Because again, that's like that with those demon enemies. That's the one of their more annoying abilities. Being able to slow your entire party down if they get into the middle of you, and then slowly just drop everyone on the floor. And if there's more than one of those guys, and if they just keep teaming up on you and tripping you once, doing that stun move, tripping you again, and then just repeating it, it can make some encounters just unbearable. Yeah, kind of like what they're doing right now. Exactly what they're doing right now. They're not. Yeah, they're just kind of tag teaming. They'll do teleport stun, and yeah, it is actually pretty annoying. But good thing is, that one's cleared. And close it up. So I think one thing that I want to kind of ask about for a question, if anyone's watching from this far, I am thinking, and this is a thought, I am thinking of when it comes to me taking far too long with things, and by that I mean, going through inventory stuff, upgrading, or getting new skills for characters, and in general, just kind of like traveling around the same area. I'm thinking of as you've probably noticed the past couple episodes, there's been parts where things have been sped up. So yeah, like I am thinking of either speeding up those parts that I do just flat out take way too long to get to actually something somewhat important, or cutting those parts out. So if I say, oh, we're in this part of the map on the bottom, and we have to go to slightly into the top left area. And if I actually play that part out, and basically nothing happens in the middle, should I speed it up, and then we just get there within 10 seconds or something? Do I just cut that out completely, and do I just edit that and cut it out completely and go, okay, well we're finally here. It took 5 minutes, and we're finally at the location that I said we were going to be at, and then continue from there. So yeah, so that's kind of my general question of if certain things take far too long to actually do or get to, should I flat out just cut it, speed it up, or do I keep it in, even if absolutely nothing happens, going from point A to point B. So I may put a poll up. Either if I can remember, I may put up a poll either the day this video goes up or around the time this video goes up. I may put a poll out to kind of reiterate the same feelings here. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and please comment if anyone's. I'm open to anyone's thoughts on general traveling in games for playthroughs. If you like to see the traveling, if you just want to see, like if you just want to see like the main best parts, or again, if you'd like to see edits of whatever busy work I do, going from point A to point B, speeding it up, cutting it out completely, anything like that. So feel free to let me know, and again, I'll try to remind myself to put up a general question on my channel. Yeah, see, these characters are not healing sometimes, which is questioning. It's bothersome. Alright, so break through here, and is this the cave? I think this is the cave that we opened up. We just have to clear out all these enemies. Cassandra is still not healing. Alright. Okay, the rebel mage here is going to be a little tougher to take out. Okay, Blackwall did in fact heal in combat, but sometimes they don't.
The King's Road should be safer, at least for the time being. Still those crazy Templars up the road. They have something coming.
Alright, so that one's done. I have too many things in my inventory. Alright, gotta get rid of something. Get rid of some of the weaker the weaker items. Alright, try this again. So can I use this? I can, and I think I will. Yep, so this is where the cave is. So if I can also remember myself later on, one thing I should probably end up doing is the very next Inquisition skill point that I get. It will have to go into upgrading the maximum number of items I can carry. Because I do tend to hoard my items and take a long time before I actually sell them, sell whatever I don't need. All right, so we got everything. We got basically everything here. Got the weapon that came from the chest. Hopefully there's enough space. Yep. So we need to head back out and go around to the left. And this is now a perfect time to go back on to actually use the horse for what it's good for. All right, so judging from how much longer we may have, I don't think we'll be able to set up too much into the next story mission, but at least we can hopefully get to the next town
Watch out,
and
traveler.
set it up that
Veil
way.
strips open and make a nose what could-
And oh, I actually do have a better bow for her. That works.
I'm out.
Yeah, just get rid of a few things just for this next fight, so I can pick up whatever I need. There we are, just set that up. Make sure they're good. close the rift up.
What was that?
We don't know what these rifts can do. That one appeared to alter the time around it.
There are many mages in Redcliffe. Maybe Fiona will know what's going on.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
We've spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Something's not right. We need to talk to the Grand Enchanter.
Alright, so we're finally here. Just kind of make sure, clear out whatever we need
Impressive
here.
craftsmanship to remain standing after such abuse.
I'm pretty sure you can just climb up here. Almost. There we go, perfect. And all of that just for a simple dagger.
Grandmother, I think we should go.
Go. In the middle of the war. Don't be a fool, girl. We do not see Redcliffe.
Alright, so we'll try and pick up a couple missions here.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
The Inquisition honors the efforts of all who are willing to help in these dark times. Help the refugees, and we will ensure that you are protected and respected.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Okay, so we're good there.
Hello.
We need the perk, which, in all honesty, it's not that good of a perk to get for the road to be able to open up certain
I've been here
doors.
before.
Yeah, again, we need that again. Again, it's not worth it. It's not worth wasting the few number of Inquisition perks, points that you get throughout the game, into a skill that you'll use what 6 times throughout the game to get not even worth gear or, I don't know, intel out of it. It's just, yeah, again, it's just straight up just not worth it.
The Grey Warden Alistair grew up at Redcliffe. He used to play in the... And now the boy, who once begged me to make him toy soldiers, rules all of Warden. Tell Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers. Did you hear the news?
Of course.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful. Her shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the tablstones. Thank you.
Stay
Alright, so
safe.
what I think I'll do is I do have a lot of inventory to clear up. So there's a shop right here, and let me just go through and sell what I don't need. Alright, so there we go. And of course, if I didn't already clear out my inventory, I wouldn't be able to pick up the rest of this stuff here. But yeah, so that's sort of the last little bit with any sort of speed ups of unimportant stuff is exactly what I mean. Is it good? Is it bad? Should I just show everything? Should I do those little quick cuts and edits? But yeah, feel free to let me know once I'm able to actually pick this up. But yeah, from the amount of amount of edit and stuff I still need to I will need to do for this video. I won't be able to do too much more, so I'll just kind of run over to the mission start, and I will end up calling it there. In fact, there's another mission to our right that we can pick up later. But yeah, so we will have to pick it up from here next time. So hopefully, thank you all for watching, and let me know what you think.